All right, Chris Van Sickle here with Hall Schmidt. How you doing, Hall?
Good, how are you?
I am well. Thank you for joining us today.
Of course.
So just a couple questions. You're just a couple starts into your career here. From my point of view, you've done great. Obviously, the rushing game's been awesome. Where do you think you can improve, and what have you learned so far just from those starts?
I mean, I learned that in your head you have to slow the game down a lot. There's a lot of moving parts to the game, so as long as you slow it down, you can definitely execute what you need to execute. Overall, I feel like I've done a pretty good job, but there's always things to work on.
Absolutely. When did you learn you're going to be the starter at right tackle? How'd that get told to you?
Let's see. It was last week of fall camp. I was in Keen's office, and I basically just got told I'm the starter.
Go ahead. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sorry, got a little distracted there. I told you were started by Keen. That's awesome. So early on, it looks like the offensive line is going to be seeing a couple new faces.
Mm-hmm.
What should Bronco Nation know about Zach Holmes and Tyler Kenneth?
I mean, they came here to play, right? We all did. So, I mean, as long as we are locked in, focus on what we need to get done, they're going to execute.
Absolutely. Coach D yesterday in his press conference talked about the passing attack needing to improve. How do you see that improving, and what can you guys do on the offensive line to help?
I mean, protection. Protection needs to be at a premium all the time. We have different ways to get the tailbacks out in RPO or what's the word? Just play action is the word I was looking for.
Absolutely.
Yeah, or like screens even. We love the screens.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, just overall protection.
So, this is gonna be kind of a funny question. You're 6'7". Maddox Madsen's 5'10". He ever tell you to duck down or something? In seriousness, how does he work around that? I mean, or does that ever become an issue?
Not really. I haven't seen it become an issue so far. I mean, he finds the hole, right?
Yeah.
That's all he has to do. He has to trust his receivers' routes as well.
So never squat down or something? That's awesome, man. All right. So you see the quarterbacks in practice every day. We just get to see them mostly on Saturdays. What are the strengths of that room, and how hard are they working to improve?
Oh, I mean, right. I feel like that room is just the peak of competitive excellence. They compete with each other every day, and they just get after it.
That's awesome. Simple question. How fun is it to block for Ashton Jeanty?
Oh my gosh, I can't even explain how fun it is. It's just you get one block. It sometimes doesn't even need to be the best block in the world, but he's just off to the races. It's awesome.
That's awesome. Ashton's been pretty vocal about his goal of 2,000 rushing yards. Obviously, that's a huge goal, and you guys will play a huge part in that. Mm-hmm. Have you guys kind of made that your own goal, taken that to heart, and how much would that say about your group as a whole?
I mean, for sure, that is our goal. We will do it. I promise you that. I'd say just overall communication will help us reach that goal. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I asked about a couple players. I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself too. Those are coming up. Matt Lauder plays a huge part in the blocking scheme so far. How much do you guys trust him to make that block?
Oh my God! I mean, he is probably one of the best blockers
yeah.
in the nation for tight ends. I don't know how to explain it, but he's just a dog.
Yeah. On that long Ashton Jeanty run, he had what I believe is called a wham block on your side to kind of get that. That was a beautiful block. I love watching that. Another name that we haven't had one of these in a while. Tyler Crow at fullback. Last game against Oregon, came in, helped that touchdown run right off your side, if I remember right.
Yeah.
How much fun is that to have him back there and just clearing holes?
It's awesome. We love dirty runs, so get in there and get dirty.
Dirty runs. Is that when you don't hit the hole that you're aiming for? You kind of cut it outside. Is that
just
what that means?
Downhill, hard-nosed football play.
I love it. Dirty runs. I'm going to use that. All right. So, yes, I've been asking about other players. I got some questions about Hall Schmidt. So, a couple of us on our podcast, we love the offensive line. Two of us played the offensive line, one of them very mediocrely, which was me. How long have you been playing offensive line?
since 4th grade.
4th grade.
Yeah.
Now, were you one of those kids that was just bigger growing up, so they said you got to play offensive line, or did you get to try out some other positions?
I never really got to try out a different position. I wanted to play quarterback originally, as every kid does, right?
That's right.
So I was playing right tackle at number 16 my very first year.
That's awesome, man. Number 6, you stuck to that number. I like it. Don't give that up. What's your favorite part of playing offensive line?
Just being around the guys, and not necessarily on the field even, but just like the whole room environment is just awesome.
It's a tight-knit group,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, awesome. Who is one individual in your life that has helped you develop into the man you are, or you might consider a hero?
Oh, that's a tough question. I have a lot, but
Yeah.
I'd say I had 2 trainers in high school. I'd say them, Marcus Abbott and Robert Luke. They've just been a big part of my life. I wasn't the best football player, and then I started training with them in I think it was COVID. I started training with them, and it just helped me grow as like a football player and just a human being in general.
That's awesome. At your height, how many times you've been asked if you played basketball, and how do you stick to? How tired of that are you?
Doesn't really bother me. I did, so.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. So I mean.
So you at least get to say yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome, man. How do you like Boise?
I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's great. I have a dog, so we get to go everywhere with my dog.
What kind of dog and what's the name?
I have a red lab named Remmie.
Remmie.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of goes into the next question. What's your favorite activities when you got free time around here?
I go shooting a lot. Let's see, fishing, hiking. Yeah, I love being
Just
outdoors.
getting outside, taking Remmie with you, hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Last question. Being an offensive lineman, obviously keeping your weight up is always important. So I can think of no better person to ask, what's the best food spot in Boise?
I would say the Wilder downtown,
The Wilder.
pizza place.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get them some NIL deals, y'all.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
Hall Schmidt. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
You have a great day.
You too.